G'day and welcome to another episode. My name is Daethstro, the Aussie Geek, and today we will be looking at the Moon Studios Dark Knight, and let's see if I can pronounce this right, Gensuei. And I'm just going to stick to calling him Dark Knight because, honest to God, it'll be easier to say so I don't butcher the Japanese. So this is one of the train bots. I now have all 6, and I decided, you know what? Time to get these guys combined and put on my shelf. If you've seen my upgraded display videos, you will have seen that we're all sitting downstairs. So now it's time to get in and do it. So this will be robot to train mode, and then the second part will be, of course, train to combine mode. So as you can see, he's holding his gun quite well. And it looks good, although honestly, and I will say this about two of these figures, especially his legs. I want to say both the legs. Tell me that's not either White Ultra Magnus or no faceplate Optimus Prime. Either one works. He holds his gun perfectly fine. He does have this one, which you can fold this down and use that, but it is way too heavy. So we'll leave that as is. We'll take the gun out of his hand. Sorry, everybody, this is the last time you'll be holding that thing. And we'll quickly get down to articulation. Head can do a full 360. His ears, whatever you want to call them, can move, looks up, looks down, and can do side to side if you prefer. Arms can do a full 360. They come up that far on this joint. And I think the other one is more for transformation. He has bicep rotation. He has double jointed elbow that gets you that far. We can fold that out of the way if we really needed to. He has wrist rotation. He has no real movement in the wrist. He has individual fingers, pin here and here. There's a ball joint here and a pin further up, but the rest of the thumb does not move. Of course, you get wrist rotation if I haven't said that already. He has waist rotation, although the backpack does get in the way, so you sort of have to move that, but I'm not going to. He does have side joint, but that's, I suppose, technically more for transformation. You can lift this up to get his leg up that high. You can flip up this flap to get his leg that far forward. It goes back that far before it hits the backpack. That ratchet is nice. He has hip rotation there. He has a very tight single jointed knee that gets you that far. You can go the other way, but that's more for transformation. He has a huge ankle rocker. You can pull this down to get your foot up and down, and of course he has toe as well. And then of course I put that back in the wrong place. Now this guy does have an issue. I will point it out more thoroughly when we get to it, but let's get down to transformation. So first things first, we're going to pull this down. This is metal, by the way, and then you can just tuck his head in and get that back up in place. Next, we're just going to fold these down to get them out of the way. We're going to bring the hand up, and this is going to fold out like so. And then this is going to go back. You may have to reorientate that thumb to get out of the way and just fold it back. Here's a little bit tight. This is where I start screwing things up. I might try. Let's see how we go if we turn his wrist first. I think that's still really tight. And I think that's going to get in the way anyway. So I think we'll just have to put that back the way it was. I'm just trying to remember how the actual fingers were when I got him, because I've had him for quite a while now. So rotate that back and just try to keep everything squished the best you can. Get his hand back like so, and I think his fingers didn't move anyway, but I don't think that shouldn't hopefully hinder too much. There we go. So just be careful. This is going to fold back. This will fold up. And then of course, pop the chest piece. this is going to come around. Oh, first we'll flip this piece up. And this is going to untab here. Hopefully. Just keep all that in one piece, and that's going to wrap around using these joints, and this is going to tab in here. So you just sort of got to keep fiddling with those joints till everything lines up like so. And then what we want to do is, this is also on a slider. I can't really show it, and this is going to slide back, I think. I'm not sure which way I've actually got it. Yep, slide back. And then that rotates outwards. Just keep that down. That rotates outwards and comes up, and that's one arm done. All right, next we have the backpack. We're going to untab all this. We're going to fold this out. This is going to come out. You're going to pull this down, give you a bit of clearance there, so you can flip this over and slide that back down. And what you're going to do is you need to get these tabs under here. It can be a little fiddly, but if you work it out right, everything should line up hopefully pretty well. That one, there's, if I got that one, yep, that one. These can just plug in the bottom, and that can just, whoop, I'm missing a piece. Yeah, there was another piece here. Right, there you are. So there's sort of folds out underneath here again, like so. Everything should be lined up. These can come out. You may have to just get past that piece, and we're not going to put that down just yet. So these are going to fold down, and this is going to plug into here. Might be a little tight, but it should fit perfectly fine. And you can do, providing everything lines up properly, that goes in there, and there we go. Like I said, I believe that for the moment, which I hope you saw that, because I think I knocked my camera. So next we're going to do the legs. So we'll just lie him down for a minute, and that's not a problem. We'll get back to that in a second. Now this is where you see the issue. I'm missing windows. I was holding off on this until later, but unfortunately I want to get this guy combined, so I'll add the windows when I finally get the parts. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull out the leg, get that hinge going. This can flip down, this will flip out to the side, and this is just going to flip back. We're going to, this is where I start forgetting how things work. This will fold out, this will come out. It's sort of on a double hinge. Doesn't give you a lot of room, it gives you a little bit, but not much. Because what you want to do is come under here and flip out this panel here. One way or the other. There we go. Oh. So it is a bit iffy. Then you can fold this down if you haven't already. That comes out. Tap that back in so the leg stays where it is. This comes down. That comes down to there. That can go back where it was. You're going to have this big old gap here. That's where you're going to lift and fold the leg in. Oh, flip this part out first. So that will tab into there. Oop. This is where everything falls to bits as I try to keep everything tapped in. There we go. So straighten that in, and what we're going to do is we'll drop that down so we can get a bit more room. Try to not initiate the transformation joint, because I think I have. There we go. Get in there and stay. Alright, like that. And then what we can do is just rotate this around, and we want to try and tab those together. There's a whole bunch of ports and tabs and stuff. Just sort of do your best to try and line them up. I don't know why you're, there we go. Wasn't quite far enough. There we go, that's one. And there's the other ones. So there's that. 1 second, I'll be right back. Okay, so what I've also done is I've lifted these two up, so that way it gives us some clearance for later. I'm going to tab all that together like so. You put these together, they will tab together like so, and you can flip up the tires. Now, unfortunately, now that I've unpaused, they're going to fight me. Probably should have done that beforehand. So 1, 2, and 1, 2, and I will point out there's tabs that hold these in place, but honestly, you really don't need them. Alright, so then what we want to do is keep that up. We're going to tab these into the roof so that locks them into place. Squeeze it up a little bit and make sure all this is tabbed together. Oh, this one has a tab that's got to go behind. I don't know why they did that, but they did. Get up there. Can cause things to be a bit of a pain in the butt, especially when things just want to untab and whatnot. Get in there. Oh, and of course that's not all done. 1 second. Right, got it. So this is going to fold in and just sit over that, and pretty much the train's all done, even though this is fighting to stay done up. And there we go, and that piece. Jesus Christ, it's not one thing, it's another. Either way, here is your train mode with a door missing. So that's going to go just on there. Once you've taken that off, it just wants to come off. So things don't completely want to stay tabbed in, but it does work. As I said, we do have this window gone and this window. He does have this, which is coupling, which is magnetic, and you can clip that into here, or you can clip it into here. Honestly, I'm not, because it's a royal pain in the ass to get back off. You can take his gun and plug it under here if you prefer, although it doesn't hold. And of course you can take the big old gun thing and, I was going to say, plug into there. Ah, there you go. Plug it sideways and voila. So there we go. And I just realized I completely forgot to do the size comparison with Prime. So there is Windblade with him. I promise I'll share a picture here on the right side of the screen of what he looks like with Prime next to him. So there we go. So that is the train mode. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't like this video, give me a thumbs down. I promise you it will not hurt my feelings. Subscribe, ring that bell, and perhaps leave me a comment. Let me know what you think so far. But I will catch you in the next video.